Hey, this is Egan on Tanoma A5. I want to say that A point, I think players felt like it was a bit flat because all entrances through this choke point, which is right here, by the way, this is the big choke point, um, all the entrances through the choke point feel very flat, and everyone who's having combat across the choke is like at the same height level, and so you have to kind of throw your spam across a long distance, and then that's kind of fine. The choke point, if that's what the choke point is, that's fine. You know, that it felt fine when I was playing it. But even the side routes, all the side routes just kind of lead right at the same height as the spam. You don't like this. This is an awkward sort of feeling of a doorway because it doesn't really, I guess this is the forward spawn, it doesn't really lead you into any better sort of position to go through the choke point. And you're saying, oh well, Egan, there is a way that's better than the choke point, but not really. You might be saying, oh well, you can beat the choke point from this height, but red team is not standing here to defend the choke point. They're standing like on here or on here to defend the choke point. So to just put yourself right almost next to the choke point anyway, like, I guess at least there's the health pack here, but I guess because it's so easy for red team to just skirt by you and shoot you in the back and just clear you out, it's not a very fun place. Maybe the difficulty feels fine in attacking A, but it's not a very fun place to go through. If this had some height, like if maybe it led up a little bit like of an inclination, like half this height, so you went up a little bit of height and then it went across to like a little bit more height and it was like an open balcony shining onto this spot or something, or maybe it was like a, you know, a doorway into the balcony so you can like jump into it or something, or it was hard to just rocket jump into it because like it wasn't totally open, so you actually had to like shoot up into it as a rocket jumper guy. Or maybe, yeah, actually that would be fine because red team, they can just climb up these boxes and go through it anyway. They wouldn't really need to go through this side of it. So I think if this was like a balcony down onto here, then blue team would feel pretty good getting some height to try to beat out the choke point if they want to. If this went back even a little bit more, so blue team had a little bit more cozy comfort space, then that might be fine too. Something just I'll mention on video is that this route back here, I mentioned in feedback, so, but this route back here, I only noticed in like the third round of the map. So it was weird because I saw this, but it does not look at all like you can go back here. Like, how would you make that better? I don't know. Maybe even have like a big blue arrow that's just back here, so when I look through it, I go, a blue arrow, oh, it is a route, you know. I forget, I think it's called Billboard. The prop name is called Billboard. I don't think it's called Sign, it's just called like Billboard or something. Or Frame. I think it's called Billboard. And you look at Billboard and there'll be a big arrow prop for blue. Just like layer that there, or like lean it up against that. Lean is the word I was looking for. And then people just go, oh, there is actually a route back there. And they'll just naturally know about it more. Yeah, look how flat this side area feels. Look how flat that is. Yeah, if this had like a little step up to it and then a more step up to a balcony, so red couldn't get in easily, I think that would make A a little bit better. The rest of A feels a little bit flat too. I was thinking, and I left in feedback, it would be kind of cool if this route up into B, if you raise all up B up to like this height entirely. So you grabbed all the geometry of B, all of it, and you raised it up to this much more height. So I don't know how much that is, like 512 units, or no, it's probably like 256 or 384 units. I don't know how tall this height is, but you raise it up this high and you make a displacement ground that kind of slowly gradients down into the bottom, so you just naturally have to like walk up more. Then that'll just naturally make this feel a lot cooler. You'll have to adjust all the geometry of the connectors between the two areas now that it's on a different level of height, but it'll just make it feel cooler. Defending up here was weird, I guess, because it felt really like this was a good place to defend, but then like you kind of have to awkwardly maneuver around here. I don't know, maybe it felt a bit awkward is what I'm saying. Like some areas just felt a little weird. Oh, in this glass, I really couldn't tell that that was glass. You should probably just find a different texture for the glass, or really put a frame around the glass so people just go, oh look, it's glass, because I couldn't really tell. Look at this. Which of these three openings is the route through here? Is it the left, middle, or the right. You might be saying, well, on the left, I can see the shimmer, the glow of the glass. Well, in the middle, like, did you see that was glass from back here? It looks just like the one on the right. You can barely tell a difference. But in the firefight, when you're coming out of spawn, you're moving, you're like, I'll just go, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Make it a bit more obvious. Okay. That video was longer than I thought it'd be, but see ya.